I'm Mr. Jarrell, Algebra 2 and Calculus. This is my 6th year teaching. Did I teach at another school before Lincoln? My first year, I wasn't hired until about a month into the school year. I was hired here originally for an 8th grade science and calculus position. So I was teaching 8th grade and seniors. But then I was also placed at East High School, which is another local high school in Kansas City Public Schools. I was teaching Algebra 2 for English language learners, and I was teaching geometry, helping with the geometry class. I went to the University of Miami, the U. Did I play volleyball at Miami? I played club volleyball, so I played in 4 years in high school. Before that, I was not good enough to play D1, so there's actually 3 different levels in college. There's D1, Division I, where you are on scholarship and you play against other scholarship athletes at other schools. Then right below that there is club. So every sport kind of has a club team, club basketball, club table tennis. I was on our club volleyball team. My second year teaching here and my 3rd year teaching here, I coached our girls volleyball team in 2016 and 2017. It was extremely hard to balance coaching and teaching, and probably the main reason I'm not coaching currently, just the amount of time it took, especially girls volleyball. The season goes from the start of school until basically Halloween, the entire first quarter. But really our season starts in June and in April with off-season workouts, and then workouts all throughout the summer. So it basically took up April through October of my life, and it was just a huge time commitment. So yeah, it was a tough balancing act. However, I do miss coaching. I don't miss the time that it took. My favorite part about teaching is just being able to interact with the students every day. Last year we were 3/4 of the year was spent virtual, and the last quarter was in person. The previous year, the last quarter was virtual. So basically a full school year was virtual, and during that full school year, while I was concerned with my health and all that stuff, I really missed being in the classroom with the students. There's a lot that teachers that are outside the classroom that are not teaching anymore, a lot that they miss, but every single one of them always just talks about being in the classroom with students and getting to interact with the students every day, and that's definitely the part that has kept me in education. Why did I choose Kansas City on my list for Teach for America? That's a great question, actually. Long story short, I was leaving Denver and was open to a bunch of different cities. I had moved around a bunch before that. Originally from South Florida, I had lived in New York City for a little bit. I'd lived in Miami, obviously. I'd lived in San Francisco area, and I'd lived in Denver. So I'd been around a bunch of cities, and I was looking to get out and also experience other parts of the country. But basically I made this spreadsheet with all these different factors, from everything from weather to the amount of population that had college degrees to the amount of single women and stuff, because I was single at the time. And I created this huge spreadsheet, and I ranked each category, and I assigned points to each category. And I really was not giving a second thought to Kansas City, but Kansas City ended up being like 3rd or 4th on the list. And so I put them 4th on my list and got sent here.